All right, let's just jump right in because what we're about to talk about, it's a total game changer. I want you to forget, just for a minute, every piece of financial advice you've ever heard. Seriously, we're not talking about spreadsheets. We're not talking about another budgeting app. We are talking about a literal cheat code for your wallet. It's called the Friction Engineering Protocol.
But first, let's get real. Why is this so hard? I mean, why does saving money feel completely impossible sometimes? You make the plan, you download the app, you swear this month is gonna be different, and then poof, it just kind of falls apart. If you feel that frustration, you are not alone. It feels like you're fighting this uphill battle that you can never, ever win.
And this right here, this is maybe the most important thing you need to hear. So let this one sink in. You are not the problem. It's not that your willpower is broken. It's not that you're lazy or bad with money. There is a much bigger force at play here, something the entire modern world has built to work against you.
Okay, so if it's not you, then what in the world is it? Well, the real enemy, the final boss in this video game of your finances is convenience. It's this invisible force that is designed from the ground up to quietly drain our bank accounts without us even noticing what's happening. And this is where the framing gets so interesting. See, we're all taught to rely on our willpower, right? But willpower is like a muscle. It gets tired, it runs out. Convenience, on the other hand, it's infinite. It's everywhere. Every app, every website is weaponized to make spending money absolutely effortless. It's not a fair fight. It's like bringing a butter knife to a laser fight.
And all of this leads to a concept called transaction numbness. Now, that sounds super scientific, but you feel this every single day. Think about it. When you pay with cash, it actually kind of hurts, right? You feel the loss. But swiping a card, a little less painful. Tapping your phone or your watch, you feel absolutely nothing. And that is completely by design. The system numbs that natural pain of paying so that spending becomes a reflex, not a decision. So here's the big takeaway, right? This isn't a math problem that you can solve with a spreadsheet. It's a biology problem. We don't need another app to yell at us about our spending. What we need to do is resensitize our brains. We need to make spending money feel real again. And that is where this whole thing gets absolutely brilliant. This is the hack. The friction protocol is not about trying harder. It's not about having more discipline. It's about fundamentally changing the rules of the game. You intentionally design small, clever obstacles to put between you and your money. So let's get into the actual rules. These are the cheat codes. And look, I'm going to warn you, some of this is going to sound a little nuts at first, but just stick with me. This is where the magic really happens. Okay, check this out. The password wall. I know, your first reaction is probably, you've got to be kidding me. That's insane. But think about the genius of this for a second. It's 11 p.m., you're scrolling on the couch, you see something you want to buy. But now to do it, you have to get up, find your keys, put on shoes, walk out to your car in the dark, open the glove box, find a tiny piece of paper, and then type in a 64-character password. Who's going to do that? And that's exactly the point. It creates this physical gap between the impulse and the purchase. All right, next up, the 3-device gap. You're scrolling on Instagram, right? Bam! An ad for sneakers you didn't even know you needed 5 seconds ago. You want them, but the rule is you are forbidden from buying them on that phone. You have to physically get up, go to a different room, boot up your computer, open a browser, and search for the item again. That little walk, that's a mandatory cooling off period. It gives your rational brain just enough time to wake up and ask, wait, do I really need this? And it just keeps going. The system is full of these little hacks. There's the escrow friend, where you actually have to text a friend to get permission for a big purchase. Or one of the simplest ones, just delete all your saved credit card information from every browser and every app. Each one is just another tiny little wall, a beautiful piece of friction that puts you back in the driver's seat. So, okay, we get how it works. It's about making things harder. But the why? Oh, the why is where this gets really fascinating. This isn't just about inconvenience. It's about literally rewiring your brain's reward system. We're talking about a full-on dopamine reset. Now look, the first few days, it's gonna be annoying. I'm not gonna lie. Your brain's gonna scream at you from making things difficult. But after a couple of weeks, something incredible starts to happen. Your brain actually resensitizes. It starts to connect the act of buying with real effort. And then, by around day 30, the reward system in your brain literally flips. The little dopamine hit you used to get from buying something, it doesn't come from that anymore. It comes from not buying it.
And that is the ultimate unlock right there. You get a genuine jolt of pleasure, a real dopamine hit from retaining your money, from winning the game, from standing in your living room and realizing that whatever that object was, it just wasn't worth the walk to the car. That feeling is victory. So what does this all mean when you put it together? It's a complete shift in how we think about this. We have to stop seeing this as a bunch of annoying rules and start seeing it for what it really is. It's protection. This has nothing to do with deprivation. It's not about telling yourself no to things you actually love. This is about insulation. It's about protecting yourself from all the mindless, reflexive spending that our convenience-obsessed culture constantly pushes on us. It's a shield against the noise. Which brings us to this final, really powerful metaphor. You're not building a prison for yourself. You are building walls. You are insulating your financial house, keeping your resources, your energy, and your money safe and sound inside, protected from the storm outside.
So I'll just leave you with this one question to chew on. In a world that is engineered for maximum, mindless convenience, is choosing to build a little bit of intentional inconvenience back into your life the ultimate form of control? Is it the ultimate luxury?